salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting what do for a purse.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 27, Watson. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
From the gun, here's Watson. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going. And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Marcus Peters.
And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake to Jones. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Aaron Jones.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, certainly it.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt, 79 yards. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They run here with Jason Huntley. And some room to maneuver. The 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On play action, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of...
And, oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Rodgers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Back deep is Steven Sims.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 1st down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're running. Ingram. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play that time on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal. Too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, it's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 97 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down at 4, Watson Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Going deep here for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Thomas His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's Rodgers to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On play action, now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Rodgers will throw for it. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run with Hunt.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Watson.
Quick slant to Brown. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Again, it's Hunt.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kareem Hunt.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Cowboys on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Watson. Keeps himself upright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Corey Littleton able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Landry. And he'll have a 1st down here up past the 30, but he's brought down in bounds.
One final try now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.